Hey, what's up guys? It's Sai back here with another video, and in today's video we will be playing Aliens, but I have a guest. Introduce yourself.
Thank you, Sai, for having me, and I really look forward to playing this deck with you, or to help you out a little bit and answer questions. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, explain who you are, Nick.
So yeah, I'm an Edison enthusiast since almost the very beginning. I played back then when I was like a kid, and I had some Blackwing cards, and they somehow worked. And now I love to play Edison. I played in RBT Berlin and Vienna. Sadly, I didn't top though. And I really love the Alien deck. It's really better than most people think. And hopefully, we get some good games in. So, yeah.
I couldn't decide any better. I think Aliens might have like some cards that a lot of people don't see in other decks that are actually really good. Um,
Totally.
let's start talking about that.
Yeah, so one of the cards I continue to be surprised about how good it is the card Fiendish Chain. It's really powerful, especially of course with Golgar, but also without Golgar, it stops very important effects. If you can stop like a Caius or a Brionek, even a Raikou sometimes, it can be like game winning almost. So really, and people don't expect it.
100% agree. Now, the first thing I want to ask is usually I talk about what's in the deck, but right now I'm
Yeah.
gonna say what's not in the deck. So a lot of
Okay.
people like soon I'm gonna have the macro show on, and he loves this deck. If you know who that is, he's a part of Team Starlight. He loves this deck,
Yeah. Team
and
Starlight,
and
great.
in all of their videos, I think they always play Magic Planter. What was your purpose for not adding that to this deck?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I tested Magic Planter, but often I had the feeling that I really didn't want to get rid of my traps. I really wanted them to stay on board. So, with this deck, you really don't want to simplify the game state and you really want the traps to stay because then they get really powerful. And here there's also a problem with Magic Planter. If you have the planter without a trap active, it's sort of inconsistent. And yeah, so I'm sure there would be a possibility to make a list with Magic Planter also, but I found the deck space to be really tight.
Yeah, that's a fair point. The second thing I want to say is a lot of people will look at this list and their eyes will immediately glare at one thing, and that is two Royal Decree in a deck with 19 traps. Let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah, that's also a really great question. Royal Decree, in my opinion, is the best card in the deck,
Really?
which is really counterintuitive, but you have to be really careful when using it. Also, so if you just attack with like a 1900 and the opponent flips a deep prison, you cannot really use the Royal Decree there because if you don't have like great follow up with Golgar, you will lose the game because of your own trap.
Yeah.
But this card is there to when you make the Golgar play, the opponent will try to interrupt you with bottomless or with other cards. And that's when the Royal Decree comes in. And you stop the counterplay basically. You attack because what would stop you? Deep Prison? No, it's negated. Can't do anything. And once this is done, you just bounce it back with Golgar, and then you can reset your entire permanent spells and traps again. And then you can use your other traps before, and then you have like a trap negate basically. So
Yeah.
then, yeah,
That sounds awesome. It's a replayable trap stun almost, for the turn, and I think that's a really cool idea because Golgar. A lot of people don't know what Golgar does, so I'm gonna read it real quick. The important part is that it takes an alien ammonite, which is your tuner guy that special summons a 4 from the grave. But when you select any number of face-up spell or trap cards and return those cards to their owner's hands, and then you distribute counters and you can destroy stuff with counters. But the most important part of that is that you can return face-up spell and traps, which we are playing probably 20 or 5 of them in this deck. Um, and that's the whole point of Aliens, is to recycle these cards. That's why people love Limit Reverse so much in this deck. because it's amazing at recycling in this deck. And yeah, you get to play a lot of really cool cards. And the next, and I really like your take on Royal Decree. You got to be smart with it. A lot of people would just be like, why not just be on Trapstone at that point? But this is like trying to maximize on the aliens' potential, which I think is really cool.
Yeah. And one thing that's also really important is you with this deck you don't want to simplify the game state. You want it to be messy. You want a lot of cards around and not like trade one for one, like one trap for trap stun, one monster for deep prison. So therefore these cards are not in the deck.
Yeah, makes sense. Next thing I want to talk about is a card some people probably know, but some people don't. Offerings to the Snake Deity. Target one face-up reptile you control and two cards your opponent controls. Destroy all three targets. This is basically just, it's kind of just worse Icarus attack, but it's still a good card. And the way that it's worse than Icarus is because it doesn't send for cost. That's the only reason it's worse. But yeah, talk about if you like this card or not, because I know a lot of people feel some sort of way about it.
Yeah, so this card it simplifies the game state in that sort of sense, but it's sort of a way to guarantee that a reptile monster, a level 4 reptile monster, reptile alien monster, hits the graveyard. So one thing I thought a lot about is how do I play around like bottomless trap hole? So because it's like the most common interaction out of combat. So this card can blank, can stop your monster from being banished, and therefore it's really good. Also, I don't run any real spell or trap removal in the deck because it's in the main deck, and it's also fitting a role there. And I sort of like it only at 2 though, so I think it's a pretty good card, but it's not the best card. So
yeah, in response to traps, it seems great. It's just if you use this chain link one and they chain a Book of Moon or a or like a they chain something else to it, no matter what it is, right, Geki Break or whatever, the card won't resolve because it's not face up anymore. I don't believe, right?
Yeah. So here also, what's also really important, it's really good into the Blackwing matchup, which is a hard matchup for this deck, because you can get rid of like Whirlwind, which is important, and maybe a monster or clear the way, so you can play the game safer. So that's like one important role of this card in this deck.
Yeah. I want to also point out that we're playing 5 attack floodgates, and I imagine this is just because we can bounce them back to our hand with Golgar. Is that correct? With the
we bounce them back with Golgar, and we attack like nothing ever happens. So the idea behind these cards is very interesting, because a very big problem with aliens is that they're inconsistent. It's hard to find the Ammonite, it's hard to find the alien, the level 4 alien, and if you don't have both together, you're basically doing nothing. So the idea is to completely overload the opponent's spell and trap removal, stop them from ever attacking, and because your opponent is digging for Heavy Storm and MST, and you're digging for your cards. So it's like a pseudo Tudor effect. Yeah. So if you're missing a piece, you stop the game there, and you just draw cards until you find what you need.
Yeah, and then we have one more small package in this deck, which is the hero package with the Future Fusion. I imagine this is to get a Shock Trooper or a Warrior in the grave. Is that correct?
Yeah, totally. This speeds up the deck dramatically, and the thing is, if you have Golgar with permanent spells or traps, you're winning the game if you're -1 or not. It doesn't matter. You win the game if you have the game on lockdown here. And a very funny play is if you are turn 1, you play the Future Fusion, send 1 alien and 1 hero, then you play the Ammonite and bounce it back, play it again, and send the other hero from the deck. So you have no more dead hero draws in the deck.
That's awesome. Is there ever a time where you want to send Card Trooper just because you have limit reverse and stuff, or do you not like doing that ever?
No, that's a good point. If you have already alien access, you will send the card trooper. So your limit reverses. The idea there is that they become chainable traps. So if your opponent MSTs, you chain limit reverse, summon the card trooper back, limit reverse gets destroyed, card trooper gets destroyed, and it's basically a legacy of Yada Garasu at
Yeah,
that point.
a
So
better one because it can bring back a monster that can attack. Yeah, 100%. You can also trigger
yeah,
limit reverse by yourself if you need to draw. You can just switch the card to defense after activating it in the end phase. That's an important part
yes,
that a lot of
that's
people
very
don't read on
important.
this
Yeah.
card because people read from here, they don't read the second part. Um, but yeah, I don't got too much more to say about the main deck. I like the morphing jar because we have 19 traps. That makes a lot of sense to me. Vortex Trooper, I guess, is something that's interesting.
It fills a similar role, and sometimes you have heroes you don't want, or you have some traps are really good in certain matchups and some are really bad. Like the Imperial Iron Wall can be really good against Vayu Turbo, but against like a Machina deck, it's not that great.
Yeah.
Then you just try to reset everything. And one thing I really like about this deck, and that is a very powerful play, is sometimes you go Ammonite, get back level 4 alien, and then you flip limit reverse and get like the Sangan back,
Yep.
and then you don't make a Golgar, but you make a Stardust Dragon, protecting everything, and the Sangan gets you the search for another Ammonite, and you will make the Golgar on the next turn, and then you have Stardust Golgar with a lot of back row, and you win the game from there.
Surprised you don't have Black Rose in the extra deck. Obviously, I don't think it would come up much, but you can actually make it in this deck. There's one way. But I guess maybe you need a lot of the space. I just don't know if it might be better than Grand Neos.
Yeah, so um, one card that's also not in the deck, which is crazy. I don't know if maybe it would be the right pick. There is no Goyo Guardian in the deck.
Oh, I didn't see that actually. Well,
I
technically
felt
there is one way for you to make Goyo, and it's if you have Ammonite, Morphing Jar plus Sangan, but that's the same way. That's like the same way you make Black Rose, so it's kind of a stretch either way. So I think if it's fine to have both of them out because you want 3 Golgar, and these cards are all way easier to go into. I guess you do have Bryo.
yeah, yeah. Brionek is just there because it's Brionek.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
Bryonek kind of does what you want to do with redoing your stuff anyway, if you had a chance to go into it. But yeah, I don't got too much more to say about the main deck. I think I get everything else that's happening here. Let's talk about the side deck a little, because there's some cards in here that I'm definitely going to need your opinion on. I get all these cards, like these cards are all good in certain matchups. Let's talk about the Ancient Forest. When are we siding that in?
So the Ancient Forest. Um, One thing that's really annoying is to play against like Gravekeepers because you cannot play under Necro Valley. So there it would be a natural like counter to play another field spell and destroy their field spell.
Always forget that
But
that exists in Edison, where you
yeah,
can use field spells over
because
field
you cannot
spells.
reborn anything under Necro Valley, you're losing when
Which is
once that
weird because
happens.
a lot of people don't even play Necro Valley, but it's like I feel like you played this deck enough to where you actually had that happen to you. Is it good in other matchups?
Yeah, I also sided in against like Vayu Turbo because you really don't want them to flip a Raikou and destroy your very important spells. So you can just play this, flip the Raikou, it doesn't get its flip effect, and you're really happy with attacking with like one level 4 alien and it gets destroyed. You're like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna get it back later. So this can like sort of stall also a little bit, but it's very important to stop some flip effects that are really hurting this deck. That's why I run this.
All right, let's talk about the next one. Prohibition. What do we really don't want to happen? What is Prohibition calling?
Okay, a prohibition is really interesting in this deck because you can like play it, call Gores, attack, bounce it back, play it again, call Heavy Storm or something like that.
That is awesome.
But one thing that I found out is Lightsworn is almost unbeatable. the matchup is so hard to play
What do you think that is?
because Lila completely ruins the entire plan.
That makes sense.
Because the opponent plays Lila, and you're like, okay, Fiendish Chain, I'm stopping this. The next turn, they are like Celestia, and you're like, okay, can't deal with this. So I have it in there to stop Lightrun specifically. And because you cannot run Light Mirror in this deck because your key monsters are all lights.
Yeah.
The Ammonite and the Golgar is also a light monster.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad because we have double Road, but Lila is definitely a problem. Like, Road stops the Celeste and stops the JD, but it does not stop Lila. That is the operative card there. That is easier to summon than both of the others. And yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. So what are you calling then when you play against Lightstorm? What are you calling? Lila?
I would just call Lila, yeah.
Okay. You might be the first person to ever do that, by the way, with Prohibition. Call Lila.
Probably.
Not saying it's a bad play, just saying I don't know if I've ever heard that before. And then we got Swords of Concealing Light. Now this card is used later in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because setting a whole field is good, but a lot of people use Eclipse at that point. But what's this for?
Okay, one really niche thing that's very important to know when you play aliens, and what a lot of opponents fortunately don't know is you have a really hard time once Titanial hits the board.
Yeah.
Because the effect from Golgar to bounce, it targets, so it can be negated with Titanial.
The best part is a lot of Titanial players, like plant players in general, don't even know what their cards do. Like a lot of the time, like let me just bring up Titanial. A lot of people don't know that this affects the whole field, not just your side. It says on the field. So when somebody targets their own card with MST, you can negate that. Like no matter what, as long as this card targets, Titanial can negate it. And I was thinking about that when I looked at it. I was like, maybe against Gigavice or something, you just set their whole field. Then you could you can pop their cards now, you can target now. Because this is a problem with a lot of decks. Usually, like I have problems with decks that just summon Titanial, and Swords of Concealing Light is honestly really cool. I think that's a really cool card.
Yeah, and I already played against like a Gigavice player, Young Putz, really great duelist. I sadly lost to him, but this deck has a really interesting matchup against Gigavice because we have a lot of tools to really fight through the perfect end board. Because another thing is Stardust is somehow a little bit of a problem because unless you can just attack over it. But it's a really strong card, especially in combination with Titanial. But all these cards require tributes to play them. So therefore Mask of Restrict comes in and it stops the entire end board and you're just playing.
Not to mention Fiendish Chain is actually really good in that matchup. It can't stop the Lone Fire, but it can stop the Giga Plant from doing what it wants, and it doesn't get rid of it for the Supervise. It's actually pretty cool. But that's assuming you go first. Sometimes you go against Gigavice and they get to do everything turn one, and you're like, wow, this deck isn't fair. But yeah, a big point we didn't talk about, and this is the last thing I want to say before we get into the games, because we've been yapping for a little while, but that's fine. This deck's cool. Is Golgar actually has 2600 attack, even though he's a level 5 Synchro. That's a lot. That beats over Stardust. That beats over every Monarch in the game. That beats over. Is there any other notable things I'm forgetting about?
Well, it beats over everything that's really important. And the thing is, once you have established your position, you most likely have a spell or a trap that stops the opponent from attacking, and therefore more attack synchro monsters cannot deal with him, and you just bounce back some traps and you destroy everything, so it's no problem at this point.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never actually played Alien, so I'm gonna read the second part of Golgar right now. So when you activate this to return face-up spell traps, you distribute A counters among monsters on the field. And then once returned, you remove 2 A counters from anywhere on the field to destroy 1 card. So you can put those A counters on anything. and then you can destroy one card. I thought this was monster before reading this card, but one card is interesting.
One card is really, really good. You can really play it safe, play around back row, just bounce something, destroy it. You really are not in a hurry to win there. And a very important thing here is also the Alien Warrior is really good in this deck because when it gets destroyed, the opponent's monster gets 2 AA counters, which means you can play Golgar and priority destroy a card, which is crazy good.
This card, his effects aren't honestly not that bad either. Like, I mean, you'd have to have two of them for it to matter, but still, like, at least it has an effect. It's not another normal monster, although most of the time it is. I don't got too much more to say about the deck. Do you have anything else you want to say before we get into the matches?
No, let's get into the matches.
I guess the last important thing is that we have Prisma with sandwich, so we can send Sangan from deck for the limit reverse. That's important. I don't see anything else though, and yeah, let's get into the games. Let's have some fun. I'm even if the record doesn't go great, I'm sure this will be a very fun time. It might be a long time though, because this looks grindy. This looks grindy. And that's what I'm here
Let's
for.
stall some opponents out and play the Golgar and win it in the late game. I'm so curious.
I haven't played a real grindy deck like this in Edison yet, I don't believe. So I always ask the guest, what do you like to go? And RPS?
I usually always pick scissors, but yeah.
Oh, he does too. Okay. What are we going second?
We stay on it. No changing. Oh. Well.
I would have picked paper, so you're we both would have lost that time. It's all good.
Oh my god, that hand is really great.
This hand does look good. We got Future Fusion plus Ammonite. Can't get better than that. And we have Decree, Solemn, Sangan. Like, we have plays against anything. This is a pretty good hand. Okay. Set 1 Gold Star. Oh no.
Oh my god, what is this?
Oh no.
Okay. But he's completely cooked.
Okay.
I think we just go full I don't think this is Raiko. It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So I would go
yeah.
Future Fusion and
reveal the guy.
Yeah.
Okay, you like sending Stratos or Prisma? Stratos, right?
We will send both of them actually, and I think we send the Shock Troopers.
Okay. And then we go Ammonite, revive it.
Yeah.
And then we go into Golgar. Imagine if this guy just crowed us right there. Oh my gosh. Alright. So
and we bounce back the Future Fusion, yeah.
And then we get a counter, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Then when you want to do it one more time?
Of course.
Alright, we'll do it again. We'll do Prisma and the Shock Trooper. You can only do this once per turn when you bounce, right? Yeah, okay. Important.
Yeah, and since
you want to attack here?
Yeah, since it's an Exodia deck, I think we can attack here.
I think we should set in case this is I guess it wouldn't be a Morphing Jar. There's no way it's Morphing Jar if he set nothing. Let's see. Okay, Sangan, that's fine.
Yeah.
You gotta think though, searching the head in an Exodia deck is just bad.
I don't know. I think we're winning this pretty quickly. Yeah, we
like setting
everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we have Solemn. We don't gotta be afraid. We want to activate the Decree anyway to bounce it back to our hand. You can bring back the Ammonite and go into level 4 Synchro. I mean, the game just ends right here, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, or level 4. Alright. Tell me what you want to do. I am your puppet.
I think I love the idea of getting Sangan into the graveyard a lot. So I would limit reverse and grab the Ammonite, play Sangan, go into Armory Arm, and...
Okay. Wait, do you want to bounce first before... Oh, would it destroy the Ammonite?
Wait, can I see 1 second what cards we have set?
We have Decree and
Judgment. I think here, very important is that we flip the Royal Decree and give it also back to hand.
Okay, so activate it. And
So
now
then we make the synchro. Wait.
make
This,
a
we
synchro.
make the synchro, and then we bounce those back to hand. So we get the
Well,
hero
we
next
first
turn
search for
because we really
Sangan. What
want
do
to
you want to
kill
search
them.
for Sangan?
We search another Ammonite.
Okay, sounds great to me. And then we go this. We bounce these, the Decree and the Limit Reverse.
Mhm.
Okay. And we put 2 counters. And then we can destroy his card. You want to destroy his card?
Yeah.
And this card's sent from field to grave. Wow. We might get Exodia here. Although he's got to
it's
have it
really
next turn.
close.
He's got to have it next turn to kill us. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We've got 44 damage here, and then 44 damage again next turn.
The next turn we have game 100%. So
Yeah.
we set everything again, and hopefully Solemn is enough.
See. He gets this. I was about to say, yeah. He gets the head this turn.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It looks like we survived. I feel like he would have activated it. Like, he would have just, like, put them all on the field. He knows we have Decree. That's the worst part about this. He's like, oh, I can't do anything.
Okay, we have. I think here. Wait 1 second before you flip it. One thing that could come up here is that we go Ammonite into Ammonite and make a level 5 and then a level 6 and then bounce his card to his hand in case it's another like searching
That's
card.
what I was thinking. That sounds good to me. Can you summon Ammonite? You can. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to activate Decree. We have Judgment, so we don't really have to be afraid of his background.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't think it's stressful either. Yeah, we just give it back to his hand and we go for
Oh,
the
we
win.
get
So,
we get this guy anyway.
yeah.
Does it have to target one face up? Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. So we could also limit reverse. We don't even have to use our. Well, not just Ammonite.
Nah, I'm not sure if it's necessary.
Let's see if he says that's good. All right, so we take these 2 into a 5. I guess it really doesn't matter.
We get rid of the Android. We don't need the Android.
Okay. And then just make sure this is good. He's about to lose the game, so. All right, so what do you want to pitch? Alien Warrior or Shock Trooper?
Doesn't matter.
Sure, I'm down for that.
I think we have him.
I think so too. I see no reason not to pop one of his back row with Golgar though, right? You can bounce back the Future Fusion in the reverse.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Bring back
No,
Sangan.
you can't bounce the Future Fusion though. But we have 2 marks anyways.
You can't bounce the Future Fusion?
Because we would lose
Do you want to chain Solemn or Decree? I'd probably Decree, right?
Decree, yeah.
Okay, so this doesn't actually revamp, but that's game over, so that's fine. We have... I mean, it would have to be... Yeah. I was like, I don't know what card it would have to be. It'd have to be like Book of Eclipse or something.
What could we use here?
Why couldn't we bounce the Future Fusion there?
Because I think it would have destroyed the Gaia, and I think we had enough damage anyways, but...
Yeah. That's a good point. It destroys when you bounce it. Let me read this real quick. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. Okay, yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of continuous stuff doesn't work like that. It's like, I mean, I guess it does usually say that. So what do you want to side in this matchup? We're playing against Exodia.
I have no idea. I think I would side in the Dust Tornado, but...
We don't have one.
Yeah.
Oh, do you mean MST?
MST, yeah, instead of like an Imperial Iron Wall.
Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to say in the deck profile. I'm surprised you're not main decking Trunade. A lot of alien decks love this card.
Yeah. I think it's quite good, but
I think this card is going to be awesome for us if we can resolve it. Put some of his guys to the grave. We
Yeah, I
might just
think
win it.
that one is probably game winning. Yeah,
All right, so what do you
I
want to
think
side
just
out of?
siding
Side out of the
the
swords? I
MST.
don't think he's even gonna attack.
Uh, I think the gravity bind is worse than swords.
That makes sense to me. All right. I was trying to think if we want anything else. Like Mole might be good against his face down monsters, so we don't trigger them.
Yes, yeah. Let's side this also in. Yeah.
Maybe get rid of the messenger.
No, I would love to keep the spells because they're better to.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. What do you want to get rid
Yeah.
of then?
Maybe we could side in the prohibition also.
I feel like what are we prohibitioning though? Because he sets everything.
The thing is with prohibition, if we like call the trap that stops us from attacking, he cannot set that card.
Oh, okay. Because it says not including face down cards, so I figured that meant like he could just set that card and then activate it. But I guess he can't activate it unless it's already on the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what do you want to? You want to do one or two?
I think we do both prohibitions and both ancient forests.
Oh, okay. I like that.
And maybe even the cyber dragon.
Okay, so what do you want to side out of? We got 6 cards.
I think we side out both Starlight Roads. I think we side out Imperial Iron Walls.
I agree. And then maybe...
I think Torrential was bad. I think Mirror Force is bad.
Yep, I agree. That's 6.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Sorry for wasting your time, Exodia player. I guess we weren't wasting. We were siding. Hey, look at this. Another banger hand. Any hand where I see Decree against Exodia deck seems good enough to me.
Yeah, that's a really good hand. You can see it's basically already Golgar in your hand, so we can completely play the game.
Oh yeah, we have Alien War, Normal Summon, plus Ammonite, Limit Reverse. It's like a 3-card Golgar, but Golgar pluses, so it's not that bad. Okay. So I kind of just want to Normal Summon this and attack. What do you want to do?
I think I'm not sure what the opponent plays here. Usually I would just set the Alien Warrior, but
we know what he's on though. It's like a Sengen or something. Yeah. I feel like we should start getting a board presence.
Yeah, let's just attack. Let's play it aggressive, and
he could be like threatening or something anyway. Okay, Emissary. Yeah. This card's cool. Look at its artwork. Like I can't even tell what's going on. Oh, it's like a it's the Reaper moving down the hallway. I've never actually looked at it. It's that meme. Okay, so do you want to just set this, and then activate Prohibition?
Yeah, let's do this.
What do you want to call it, Prohibition? God. We could call it Threatening Roar. Actually, we have
cannot be used. I'm not sure how the ruling works on Prohibition here. If we would like call like Head of Exodia that he cannot search it or something.
I don't. Exodia could still be activated because it's like a win condition on a card.
Yeah, Exodia can be activated, but I think he cannot search the part. Maybe that's important to remember. But now we could just call like Heavy Storm or whatever. So
I'm down to call Heavy. I think we'll just win this game with our Decree and stuff anyway. So you want to just call that a Heavy Storm?
Yeah.
I don't know how this works, if they have to MST it before I say the name or not. I guess they could just MST after I say the name.
Yeah.
I shouldn't send Ammonite right now, right? I should wait.
No, it's not necessary. Yeah.
Because it would make our Limit Reverse chainable, but I don't really know what that does for us. Set another one. Okay. Stand by, man. Let's activate the Foolish.
Yeah.
Let's go Ammonite. And I think my problem here is that if we activate Limit Reverse, I feel like he's going to chain Threatening Roar, and it's going to force us to chain Decree.
Wait. No, I think we just activate limit reverse. We cannot. We need to get the Ammonite on field. That's the most important thing here.
Okay.
If you lose a battle phase, it is what it is.
Oh, he doesn't have anything. Great. Alright, so you just want to synchro?
Give him a thumbs up. So if he has something that he chains it like now. Okay, yeah. Just go for Golgar and then.
Yeah, that seems game winning to me.
Yeah, it's pretty over. Priority bounce both of them.
Right. To hand, to hand. Get 2 counters.
Yeah, and I think we.
Like normal summon warrior.
Yeah.
Actually, we probably activate this first.
Yeah, we destroy one back row first, but.
Let's see what it is. Let's chain this, right?
Yeah, now we can chain it.
Alright, so this is half his life again. Is there anything...
Yeah.
No, I don't think there's anything we want to prohibition. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, this looks like a bad Exodia deck to me. Like, I'd rather play like the super draw deck, or the super draw version, but you want to just do it again, activate, like...
Yeah, I think that's the most solid play. But I'm not sure if he plays Heavy Storm. Thing is, that deck we play against is actually not that pretty scary against our deck, because we take some time to kill. So
yeah, but we've been having turn 2 OTKs for the most part, like 2 turn OTKs at least. All right, standby man. I don't really want to bounce back the decree. Is that crazy?
No, we keep the decree. We just play the messenger, bounce the messenger, and the other thing back to hand.
You know, we could even bounce the limit reverse, because it would stay on field, I think.
Nah, I would keep the limit reverse just set, and bounce the spells back to hand and destroy his monster attack per game.
Does this bounce for cost?
No, it's targeting. So the effect is the bounce.
So do you want to pop the monster, right? Or do you want to pop
the...
Because we have lethal with just these 2 monsters if we pop... Well, we already have decree. Yeah, we pop the monster.
Okay, what does this say?
He doesn't take damage for the rest of the turn. Wow.
Okay, whoa.
That is funny.
I think here, can I see his graveyard? Maybe.
Just Karibo.
I think here we call like Emissary of the Afterlife. So if he has one, he cannot play it.
Well, wouldn't he? Can't he set it or no?
No, he can't set it.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this though because we have it normal, right? Just search the Prisma.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I'll do that. I'll call Emissary. Emissary. Imagine he had if he had heavy this whole time.
I think we're still fine.
Yeah, we might be. Yeah. I guess I kind of wanted to call Win Karibo, honestly. I think that's a bigger problem than Emissary almost. Because that's the only way he survives, but I guess he could be 1 card off. We're passing?
Now, like the normal Karibo, does he do anything, or
do we have lethal if we just summon with Prisma?
Do we just attack and have lethal already?
So. Yeah, we already have lethal, even through a Karibo. It'd have to be 2.
Yeah, just summon another one and there's an attack.
I'm just gonna send Sangan just in case. You never know what this guy is doing. There might be problems afoot. Alright, let's attack. I'll attack 8-2.
We could have predicted the battle fader, maybe.
Nah, no way to know before he actually activates it. He's playing Karibo, I guess that makes sense. Ooh, that is a problem. Alright, so we could bounce back the Prohibition and the Messenger piece again, and then pop his Battle Fader. I don't really think that does anything.
Actually, I think we bounced Royal Decree.
Why do we do that?
So now we can already not attack in this turn, and so we can use the limit reverse next turn and maybe get into like a synchro play again.
Do you want to pop the back row or the fader?
I think we pop the fader. Just in case he has like a highest side in, I don't know.
Okay, so set decree. I wanna activate and target. Should we target fader? I feel like he wouldn't have 2 faders. Well, I mean, he would have it in his deck.
Now we need to name a card that gets him to play, like the emissary or Sangan or something. And once we attack, we call fader. We bounce it back and play it, call fader.
All right.
Complicated. Okay, yeah, that's no problem. The card doesn't do anything.
Do you want to activate limit reverse now?
I think so, yeah.
Do you want to get the Ammonite?
Yeah, let's get the Ammonite, yeah. And now, very important, now we flip the decree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Draw. Standby, man. We can take these 2 into the guy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And we can just pop his Cyber Valley. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we bounce the Prohibition and the limit reverse. Get 2 counters. This isn't a hard once, right? You can do this on both of the Golgars?
We can do them on both of them. Yeah. But I don't think there's a need to. We just destroy the valley, and now we call Battle Fader with Prohibition and attack for game.
Yep. Makes sense to me. We could do it one more time just to pop a backer, though, in case it's like a spell. There's no problem in not doing it.
I don't think he will survive anyway.
Okay, okay, I'll just call a fader. Yeah, here we go. GG's.
Wow, I was scared there for a second.
Yeah, he activated Mirror Force. I was like, chain MST? Oh my. Okay.
Wow, that was a very interesting match, to be honest.
Hey, Jank versus Jank. That's what we love. That's you love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go game 2.
We saw here why Royal Decree is one of the best cards in the entire deck.
Okay, scissors again.
Now you call it.
Well, I know exactly what he's gonna go, so I'm gonna go paper.
Whoa.
Was that cool or what? Was that cool? I think that was nice.
You completely brain
I forgot to say good luck, have fun. What the hell? I forgot to say that. Now I'm gonna get canceled. Alright, wow. Interesting hand, to say the least. Double decree.
Since we go first, we can totally just normal summon the Shock Trooper.
Okay.
And I would just set like the Mirror Force.
Sounds good.
We don't have the cards we really need to play the game, so we need to play like...
Okay, so this is Kalut in hand, is what that smells like? We have Decree here, so I'm not too upset. Ooh. Okay, he knows we have Decree. Question is, what can he do about it?
Thing is, here we need to play around Icarus attack, therefore we just attack with the Shock Trooper.
I agree.
It's bad if he has a deep prison, but
okay. I mean, we could just set all of our cards, and if he gets rid of some of them, surely it won't be both decrees.
Yeah, we set everything, and I think
I should have shuffled my hand.
Activate.
Oh, I should have shuffled my hand. He might know actually. Wait, he didn't Icarus. Wow, I'm surprised.
I think I would have used the...
Oh, the messenger? Yeah.
Messenger.
Okay. But I mean, we have Mirror Force here that he doesn't know about, so...
Okay, yeah. That's pretty good, yeah. And
he could go on a Black Rose, but that would leave him at no cards.
If you yeah, we rip them the mirror force, of course.
Okay, so what do we want to do here? Do we want a mirror force? Because like he's probably
Yeah.
gonna chain Icarus, right?
That's fine.
No Icarus. Are these draw spells or draw traps? I mean, it could be more like they could be more deep prisons, but why would you set more than one? Wait, did we not shuffle? Let me see if we shuffled. Place return to the top of deck.
One very important thing in this matchup is you can use the. Here, I would just set the warrior.
Okay, you can use the what? Sorry.
You can use the Golgar to bounce the opponent's permanent spells and traps also.
Yep, that is very true.
Yeah, that sounds perfect for me.
This guy already forgot his broken ass OP card in Dushiut. Dushiut's the best card in the format. And he's like, oh, shuffle for what?
I think here, because he didn't have Icarus early, I think we're in a pretty winning position if we.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we have Decree now, so I'm feeling pretty good.
And the thing is, the alien warrior, it's pretty. It's we want it in the graveyard basically. So, yeah.
So this gets destroyed, and we get
And
to
he
place
gets
2
2
A counters. I mean, he's probably gonna get rid of those because of the he can like synchro it away, but that's fine.
Not sure if he has another monster. I don't think so, actually.
All right, pass. Take 100. We get Remnant Reverse. Sadly, that's not good here.
I would just keep it in hand and pass.
There's a world we could just like bring back Shock Trooper or not Shock Trooper, this guy and attack over, but it's probably not worth.
We cannot attack because of the Messenger of Peace.
You're right, actually. Messenger of Peace actually isn't affecting him right now.
We're self-cooked. Maybe if he gets more aggressive, we revive it with a Call of the Haunted, so we don't get attacked as much.
But he's gonna end up having it with Gale anyway. Oh, I have to take 100.
I think that's a cool opportunity. We just set the Starlight Road. We pay, set the Starlight Road, and then we pass. And once he declares an attack, we just flip the Call of the Haunted and get the Alien Warrior back for like defense. It would be bad if he has Bottomless here.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. We need a monster.
We're gonna get beat down by little guys. Oh, there's a monster.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a big enough butt though. Not enough defense. We could just let it fall off, and we could just like play around our decrees.
I don't think we can. I think I would keep it for another turn, at least.
What are we keeping it for though?
If we like do a Golgar play, so it's very important spell there, and if we flip the decree, we're probably in a losing. Now you can let it go to the graveyard.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, if we attack, he's gonna chain like a something, and we're gonna have a decree, and then if he has something else, we can chain a second decree. Like I think we're.
Yeah, I think getting rid of the Gale here could be valuable, but it's like super risky what we are doing here.
Oh, he's not giving me a thumbs up. I guess I'll just move to battle. So this loses 600. Does it?
No, actually, the warrior needs to be on field for this, and he has no deep prison. What the hell does he have? Like, that's crazy.
That is confusing. Do we want to set the limit? Probably not, right?
Yeah, we have protection for it, so. Okay, now we're really in a fine position. It's pretty crazy.
Still got whirlwind, so he's like he's in a good position too. Awesome. He's just gonna get rid of our monster. Oh man. That's gone.
Yeah, the matchup is not that easy. Sometimes
Oh,
it's
this is
really
just dad
important
being
to.
dad. It is what it is. This is exact lethal, which is the more important part.
Apparently not.
Apparently he doesn't want to go for lethal. Maybe he has another normal summon. This time it was... I'm gonna chain decree. I think he's looking for a normal
Okay.
summon.
Very bold, but I think, yeah, maybe it was important.
If it keeps us from losing.
Opponent tilted. We have another draw. We can, I think.
Well, I guess the draw
I'm not sure
too. We're just, the
what we
game's
could
just
rip
over.
though.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, here, we need the Mystical Space Typhoon, definitely.
Yep.
The Consecrated Light is very important.
Makes sense. Maybe...
And I think Prohibition could be very important.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are they out of the Iron
one
Walls?
is enough. No, Iron Wall, I would keep that.
Oh yeah, it's good against his background. Never mind.
I think we get rid of Morphing Jar.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe... Maybe Offerings isn't too good.
Nah, I think I like Offerings a lot. I think Gravity Bind can go.
Oh.
And I think we can do one less Imperial Iron Wall.
Okay. This looks good to me. Alright, I believe we can win this one. We drew 2 decrees there. It was a little rough. Like this hand's okay, I guess. Seeing this card without Golgar sucks, it feels like.
Maybe the correct play is just to play one Shock Trooper and nothing else.
Not a Mirror Force or anything?
No. So in case he has like Icarus, yeah, I mean if he has Scirocco, it's bad, but
He has Kalu.
Yeah, well, he needed to have it there, so I think this is a fine trade still.
Yeah, we have Mirror Force. Going to a level 5.
At least now he doesn't have a Winged Beast on the field, so now we can sort of play to our liking.
Oh, we can do it now, for sure, for sure. Just activate Messenger.
Yeah, let's activate one Messenger, set Starlight Road, Limit Reverse, normal the Shock Trooper.
Yeah, set everything. Boom.
Perfect.
And now we wait. All
Now,
we need
hopefully...
is Ammonite or Foolish Burial. Again? Good lord. This guy loves drawing the perfect card.
I think maybe we're still fine. So
It depends. Like, if he normal summons and Icarus attacks, we're screwed. Oh, he hits the Mirror Force, of course. He hits the only one that's not useless. Oh, that's... I mean, I can't be upset about this loss because, I mean, seeing Dad 2 times and it's perfectly live at turn 3 is pretty lucky.
is it enough?
No.
I mean, it's hard to win against these hands with with any deck, probably.
Well, yeah, we have road and stuff, and then he just activates dad and pops 4. Like most decks are just bottomlessing it. Like dadding in a 4 back row is so brain dead. It's just not smart. But he gets away with it, so maybe it's just the best ever.
Is
Also
DB lagging?
yeah, it is lagging. It won't let me. It won't let me take it.
What could get us out of here? I'm not sure if there is anything, to be honest.
Ammonite would be a start. Maybe.
It's one. Yeah, of course we activate this. Set this one. Come on, one time.
Wow.
We in it. We just normal it and pop the entire field with.
I think he has to do something to out our board. He's gonna try to get something in the grave. I think we wait.
I would just normal the alien warrior and flip the torrential and get rid of the dark armed.
Yeah, but at the same time, he could just normal summon a value at that point. Right now, our torrential is like saving us from game.
Yeah, but he cannot attack over the messenger anyway. Unless
Well, no,
you
I'm
say
saying
he has Icarus.
if he has value, he can just attack for game if he normal summons it next turn. So if we just keep the torrential, we're fine.
I mean, your call here. I mean,
I
maybe
think I'm
set the
gonna
alien.
hold it. You might be right. Like it's not a bad play. I just think he's gonna normal something for game, and I'm gonna be ready.
Oh my god, you cooked.
Let's see. You could just have road back there. It's possible.
Yeah, if he has road.
Yeah. I mean, it never mattered. GG.
Okay.
This guy had
Um,
everything all the time, whenever he wanted. Dad, every game is just crazy. Every game is just both games. All right, let's get into the third game. All right.
Yeah, let's do
I
another
can't
one.
be upset about that one. I mean, I can be upset that you're dad, but I can't be upset that this deck lost because I don't know many decks that are winning against dad turn 3. Oh, okay, that was interesting. We're going to Vin 98. This guy's got a cool profile picture. Surely he's on a base deck. Oh, I forgot to go scissors. We would have lost right there.
Saved.
Oh, I should have went rock again. Oh, okay.
Yeah, going second is way harder, but
Hey, we opened the
finally we
Ammonite.
draw Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain is really important in this deck,
This
to be
hand
honest.
seems
It's one of the
great to
best
me.
cards.
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet.
It would have been a great answer to Dark Arm Dragon, for example.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's see if this guy has.
Opponent is thinking he can play into set 4.
Ooh.
Oh, so here, very important. Tricky situation, but because we just set the alien warrior.
I think so too.
Yeah, to play around
And then
the
set
bottomless
4?
and set all 4. Yeah. And we win next turn with
Next
protection.
turn.
Like
Ooh, okay.
we get board presence.
Board presence is enough to win with this deck. As long as you get online, aliens feel so powerful. Like Golgar, once it's on the board, it feels like you win.
And thing is, if this is a Raikou and he targets the monster, it's fine. If it's a Raikou and he targets a back row, we Fiendish Chain it. No problem.
Yeah, sounds great to me.
Our opponent is cooked, but he doesn't know it yet.
Wow, Shining Angel. This is amazing for us. We just let this get through, right?
I mean, it's fine. It can go to the graveyard, yeah.
Because my thing is, we can bring it back to summon the guy now.
He gets
Plus
2
we
counters,
can-
remind him really quickly.
2 counters. It is mandatory, right?
Thing is, if he has Herald of Orange Light, it could be bad. But
I guess, yeah. But we still have a ton of traps. I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
The question is, can we activate 2 Fiendish Chains on 1 monster? I
I
don't know
think
if
so,
we
yeah.
can.
But I think we are not even stressed because his monster has 2
Yeah,
counters
it already
anyway,
has
and
the
we can use
counters.
those.
That's the important part. Yeah, so we go Ammonite, target the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's reading.
Yeah, I think. I can already let him pay. Yeah, we flip the
Oh, wrong one. Oh, oopsies. Oops.
Our opponent is cooked.
All right. So now we bring
We get
back
our
our
monster
guy.
back.
So why are we're playing? I guess recruiters with oppression. Interesting. And now we can just go into our guy.
He does. I'm not sure if he had chance to activate it here, but
Like he's saying on the summon, like on resolution, probably. So I'm gonna let
okay,
it
yeah,
go.
then
I'm gonna
it's
let it
fine.
go.
We just protect the Ammonite.
Well, it doesn't get destroyed during the end phase now. But yeah, we
You
have
sure?
Fiendish Chain, so yeah, we're good.
You sure this effect is not lingering?
Well, that makes sense to me. It's face down, so it doesn't know what it is
Okay,
anymore.
yeah, I
But
think that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, somebody in the comments will let us know that we were cheating or not. But that's in my head. That makes sense because a lot of cards work like that when they're put face down.
Big
Still, Book
problem
of Moon
now
here is
is
weird.
he can attack over the
We have
Ammonite,
Fiendish Chain.
so
We have Fiendish Chain. Oh, we
we can't
can.
use
Never
it
mind. Yeah, you're
because
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. That is annoying. Book of Moon is crazy. So we went from oppression to Book of Moon. That is nuts.
oh my god, yeah, Book of Moon is crazy good.
I mean, we still have big normal guys that we can attack with. Like, these 2 monsters are pretty big, so it's not too bad. But what are we playing against?
Classic fairies, it seems like.
Well, he knows we have Starlight Road set, so...
We have absolutely nothing.
We have Alien Shock Trooper.
He gets 2 more counters. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Shock
really
Trooper.
important. No, that doesn't do anything.
It will once
Well,
he gets rid of the decree. I kind of want to
yeah.
attack. Do you want to attack? I mean, if he has honesty,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Alright. I don't want to set it, though, in case we draw a spell.
Yeah. Wow, that will be hard. We need like a defensive spell or an Ammonite to actively play the game again.
I mean, yeah, Book of Moon was crazy there. That was just absolutely crazy. Oh, attacking. Okay. He wants to get rid of his counters.
I mean, he can do whatever. Problem is, if he drops a Christie on us, I think it's game over.
Probably, yeah. Might lose to our own
And
decree.
like, the only win condition is like, set Messenger of Peace, activate Messenger of Peace, and just wait.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, he had the perfect combination of cards here to stop us. So
Okay. Summon Christio. I didn't think he had to waste the DD Warrior Lady for that, but sure.
I don't think we can win this.
Oh!
No, it's a 1 turn too late. The Christia is stopping us from doing anything. I think we can concede. It's over.
Let's activate it and see what he does.
It's impossible because of Christia.
Okay. So we know what he's on now.
I think Grand Mole is important in
I
this
agree.
matchup. I think Fossil Diner can come in pretty great also.
Yeah, I like MST as well if he's on oppression main deck. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's important. I think Prohibition is really key.
Okay.
We could do Trunade. I think Trunade is probably better than MST here,
Sounds fun.
actually.
All right, what are we getting out of?
Okay. Um since we go first, I think Messenger is not that good against these recruiters.
Yeah, how many you want to get out of? 3 or?
Well, yeah, let's do 3. Um Iron Wall. I think we can do 1 Starlight Road. I think we can do the Card Trooper. Yeah, Card Trooper and the Vortex Trooper.
Okay, well, that gives us 1 more card from the extra or from the side.
1 more.
I'm saying like we don't have to do the vortex.
Okay, no, then it's perfect. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. That book alone is just nuts. Stand by man.
um
This hand looks okay, I think.
yeah, we open with Prisma and send the Sangan.
Why that?
Because if he has bottomless, he can stop us from doing this in the future turn. And I think getting Sangan into the grave is pretty important.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
I think if I were
we
by
can
myself, I would have vortex troopered, but this is why you're here.
we can do Vortex Trooper in next turn also, so
You want to set
that's
both of
not
these?
easily stopped.
Or not set, but you want to activate and set?
No, we keep the Revealing Light. We could just set the Solemn, but it's not. Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Because would we Solemn Judgment the Shining Angel here? This guy is okay. We don't care about him.
Yeah.
Is Vortex Trooper a machine? Can you look real quick?
Nope. Aqua.
No.
Why is it an aqua? This ain't got anything to do with water. Stand by man. Okay. My brain thinks that Vortex send back the warrior and the Grand Mole is a good idea. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go with that. Or no, keep the
Oh.
warrior, but send back the Swords of Revealing Light, maybe.
I'm trying to... I
Or-
don't know if we have a way to stop the attacks if we do that.
Okay, yeah, then send the warrior.
Okay. That's not bad. That's why we sent the Sengen. Just set it all, activate swords.
Yeah. Problem is we don't have alien access now.
Hey, but we got 3 turns.
Yeah, and Swords of Revealing Light counts in the opponent's end phase, which is also interesting to know.
One on swords. We could bring back Limit Reverse right now to pop it next turn if we wanted to.
We could make...
We could search out Ammonite, but we don't have an alien engrave is the problem.
No, I wouldn't go that hard.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary.
And we drew the alien.
Punished. Just maybe wait, what do we do?
We could search with this, or we could just summon warrior.
We have no more search targets with Stratos. He's completely useless.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, let's set the alien warrior.
And then next turn we can do the Sangan play. I like that.
Yeah.
And we can bounce the swords back.
Yeah, no, then it would look really great.
All right, so we do the second play here.
Yeah.
Oh, that changes things.
No, not really.
Well, because we can switch this to defense, add Ammonite, and we could just send something to the grave and keep this warrior that's already on board. Or we could just
Sure. Yeah.
or we
sure.
could just send Ammonite and not switch Sang into defense and keep it as a monster. What do you think's better?
No, let's just send one alien and flip it to defense and do the
So
entire
let's do
play.
this
I
first.
think
Actually,
that's
let's do this. Actually, oh, if we did, we could have kept Limit Reverse if we did it the other way.
But
No,
how
there's no
would we
way.
get
There
a
was no
revive?
way. There was no way. So we get Ammonite, and then we go Foolish, and Shock Trooper. Is that what you want to do?
Yes. Let's send the shock trooper. I was just thinking if there was a possibility to make like Stardust Dragon and get another Ammonite, but I don't think it's possible. So
All right, he says it's good. Is it gonna be another Book of Moon? Okay, so we're solid. We're torrential. We're starlighting this.
yeah, now it's completely over. Holy shit!
All right, Stardust it is.
Because Stardust can negate the Herald of Orange Light, so now it's Giga cooked for our opponent. Holy.
Okay, this feels broken. Why would he book the? What? It's too late. Why? Why would he do
Maybe
this?
on-
It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, it does matter in the sense that he has signals that he has Herald of Orange Light.
So do you want to book this or like solemn this?
Yeah, let's solemn it. But we could have played also around it by.
All right, that's it. We gain 200. Okay. Then we go into it with this. You don't want to go with warrior, right? You want to keep the warrior up.
I'm not sure. I think it both is fine.
Okay, so I'll just do this then. I will go into the 5.
Oh no, it was important to do it this way because the revived one would get sent back to graveyard, again.
The what?
So if you.
Oh yeah,
If,
the shock trooper would go to grave. You're right.
Mhm. And now I think it's important that we attack first
With Stardust.
with Stardust.
I want to lose that over the. Well, let's activate this first though, to get it back to our hand, and we'll get a counter. Flip this.
Yeah, I was thinking about Herald of Orange Light here
Yeah, I guess that would have mattered. Yeah.
because we might use the Stardust and not attack here.
Oh.
So
I
would have
attacked in the
attacked
wrong order
first.
too. I attacked in the wrong order. I'm just misplaying all over the place.
I guess it wouldn't have mattered. We have sorts of revealing light, so
If he has brain control, he could steal Golgar. That would actually be really good for him.
okay, that would be bad.
Because he
If
could
has
bounce
brain
our
control,
swords,
it's
pop
completely over.
something, and we'd have to negate it with Stardust. Actually, I don't even think we'd want to negate it with Stardust because Stardust doesn't come back. I wonder why he wanted to book a moon the Stardust there. It doesn't even make sense to me.
I was 100% certain he that he would have orange light, so
I guess.
not sure why he didn't use it.
Because we could have negated with Stardust, but
Yeah, that's why I thought that we need to attack first, so we have the attack damage from Stardust. So
yeah, that's why I wanted to attack with that in case he had Honest. We were on 2 different wavelengths, but they're the same
Yeah.
goal. Because I don't want to lose the Golgar to Honest. I'd rather lose the Stardust.
So, in this case, there was also like, I mean, it was dangerous to keep the Cyber Dragon around because a normal summon Herald would have been a Black Rose, sort of. But I don't know. So, yeah.
I mean, he's taken a while to think. Surely his play is not easy.
I mean, he just missed on on using the Herald here. But okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
He's gonna Black
I
Rose and we
was
start
pretty
us.
certain.
He's gonna Herald now.
Double Herald. Oh my god.
That's it. That's all of his hand though. And we get
Yeah,
a
and
draw.
we get to draw a card. Okay, yeah, I think that works.
Because the Black Robe was Chain Link 1, so we do get a draw. Oh, we drew Slimmer Reverse. Oh yeah, that's awesome. And by man. Let's just summon this.
I
and
think
attack.
we normal Stratos and just attack. We have no more effect, sadly, but
He's Solemning it. I guess it's less damage this way.
Easy.
It's less damage this way, but Limit Reverse is just gonna get him.
Yeah.
Limit Reverse plus
Now-
offerings, for that matter.
Yeah, it's theoretically like kill any two of his cards in combination.
Alright, what you got? I mean,
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
fairy player with 2 cards. I don't think he's got much. Is there 4 fairies engraved? Surely not, right? 1, 2, 3. I was about to say, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh. Dude, this only
Yeah,
happens on video. Like, this card, like, what? What?
It only has 200 attack points. It doesn't really matter.
Well, we don't have that many monsters is the problem. Like, this guy could attack us 19 more times. We might not see a monster.
No, I don't. I think we have enough monsters. I don't
hope
think
so.
he will win the game with this.
But
this
he
guy.
might find a normal summon. If he finds, like, a warrior lady or a recruiter here, we're on a 2-turn clock.
Warrior Lady cannot attack through Gravity Bind, so
That's true. That's true. And neither can the recruiters. Gravity Bind's actually a decent draw. I just can't believe, like, we have this combo, Limb Reverse plus Snake Deity, and he's like, what if I had the 1-card answer to all of that?
yeah, he's not even attacking.
Oh, yeah, guess what? Another draw that does nothing.
I think we keep that around. Is the Heavy Storm gone? No. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so we no reason to set this one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Easy. Like there's so many draws that immediately stabilize us like crazy. So
Do we want to do that?
I think so.
I think so
actually,
too.
Yeah.
Because he can attack, and then we can just flip this.
Yeah, and if we hit the like any monster that gets rid of his Floodgate, it's easy.
Do we want to set that? I don't really want to set that, because then we can't activate anything. They don't play back row anyway, really. Not as much. So
yeah,
I think we just activate it. Let's see if he has a Herald again.
Hopefully we turn off the Christia.
Oh, great! Grand Mole just won us the game. Awesome. We can Grand Mole back the Jowgen and end the battle phase. We can call the Haunted and Limit Reverse for game. I think.
Um.
No.
Yes.
Actually, yeah. Because
totally.
we have Snake Deity. Yes. Wow, that's awesome. What a cool line for lethal. Hold up. Do we want to call anything with Prohibition? Is there anything like call? We could call Orange,
I
right?
think...
Or does Orange doesn't work because it's not on field? No, wait. It would work, wouldn't it?
No, Orange would work. If we call Orange, he can't use Orange. That's true.
All right. So call.
Yeah, I think it would be good. I think it would be good.
All right. So we go battle attack.
But I think maybe summoning like an alien and destroying both of his monsters would have been better.
We can still target 2 cards. Oh, 2 cards your opponent controls. Oh.
I mean, it's completely fine, so we're still winning it. Yeah.
Oh, that is a problem. I mean, and then we could just like call the Haunted back. The Golgar.
Yeah, I like that.
See if he has something. He might have purple light at this point. This guy is drawing every card that's possible to stop us. I don't want to attack it. I'd rather pop it. So we call the Haunted it back, so we can't bounce back the call, can we? No, we can't. We could bounce back the Limit Reverse and the Bind though, or the Prohibition. What do you want? What do you think?
Let's count how many fairies he has. I think that's the most important thing in the beginning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5.
Okay,
6 after we
super
destroy
chill.
this.
I think we bounce everything except Call of the Haunted. And
Well, you can bounce more than 2. Oh.
no, yeah.
2,
Yeah, you can bounce as many as you want.
3. So okay, 1, 2, 3. If he orange lighted right there, I mean, I guess he couldn't because this is still on the
He
field.
couldn't, yeah. Now we Herald of
Up it.
Orange Light, call
Oh,
Herald
we do
again.
Prohibition, yeah. We do it first to play smart. Oh yeah, he's right. You're right. I wanted my search anyway. I would love to get another Ammonite right now. Well, we could have went for Dinah, I guess.
Yeah, Dino would have been nasty also. But we can search it in his end phase anyway, so.
Okay. Okay, we have Iron Wall. Do we care about that? Sure. Sure.
I don't know. I think we don't care. Wait. No, we don't care about it. Gravity Bind stops the Warrior Lady, so let's set Gravity Bind and Limit Reverse, and we grab like Fossil Dyna next turn and attack for game, or
Yeah, that makes sense to me. We have Offering if anything goes awry. We can do Offering away this guy.
yeah.
Offerings to the Snake Deity. Wow, dude, this was awesome. I am like, is this game 2 or game 3? I can't even remember at this point.
I think it's game.
It's game
I
2.
have no idea actually.
Game 2.
This deck is really intense to play. So. Okay, yeah. We chain Offering and shoot
yeah.
both his cards. Like he has to pay cost, sure.
Destroy all special. Discard 1 random.
Yeah, we picked the random card. Yeah.
Oh wow, he had orange actually. So we chain this.
Yeah.
We chain this.
Yeah, we chain it.
He set his card before he did this too, like an idiot.
He completely played into it. Hilarious. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it was great.
GG.
I
I don't like people who say GG before game 3. I hate that personally, but
think it's very weird also.
like wait for the actual game 3 to be over to say good game.
I think here we put the card trooper in instead of vortex trooper. I think that makes a lot of sense. But other than this, maybe an out to Christia would be the sorts of concealing light. That could be important.
I think maybe Iron Wall is bad. He doesn't seem to have many ways to banish things.
Let's keep 1 Iron Wall. I think that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with this. This is the first time we've been finished siding before the other guy. This is awesome though. I'm having a blast. These like I've never actually played Aliens before, so this is new to me. But this is like every time we get Golgar, it feels like we win. So
yeah. So that was like a big deck building philosophy of mine. The cards either need you to protect you to get to Golgar or protect Golgar. That's why there is like no oppression in the deck, because it doesn't do anything until you have Golgar. So
and even then, it can negate your Golgar, like the Kree did for that one game for us, where it kind of just screwed us a little bit.
Yeah, that was like Book of Moon really came in clutch for him.
Yeah, Book of Moon it's always like, it feels like such a bad card, and I never want to make decks with it. But then it'll have like random cases where it's just like, well, actually, Decree is on the field, so this card's nuts. Yeah, I mean, he's really taking his time here.
Hopefully, we don't get into a game state where we need to We cited out the Messenger of Peace, but Messenger of Peace with Magical Android is like the infinite stall combo.
Yeah. I mean, that would be great. We're actually good on time. I thought we had been playing for much longer because we're playing like a stall-esque sort of deck, but we really haven't been.
Oh, that hand is perfect.
I still think it's better to have a way to send something to the grave so you can always Ammonite, but this is a decent hand for sure.
Yeah. Future Fusion would be really
Yeah, Future
good.
Fusion would be crazy. Okay, he only set one card. I kind of want to like summon Dinah. Is that crazy? That's probably crazy.
Now I think we set Diner only to win the game or to destroy. I would set the Alien Warrior and
Set
and
the
like
Fiendish?
yeah, set an Alien Warrior and set like Limit Reverse or something. I don't know.
I'm good with that. It's kind of weird that Limit Reverse is almost better than Call of Haunted in this deck because we can like trigger our Sangans and stuff. Wow. Okay. That's our side deck card.
I mean, whatever.
I mean, yeah, sure. And by man.
That's cool.
I almost think we should just attack with Alien Warriors. That I feel like we should start applying damage.
I think it's okay, but if he gets banished, it's bad.
I feel like we still have the Dinah and a bunch of traps. I feel like we'd be okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it.
Because we could like bring back the Dinah with the Call of Haunted. Obviously, like it sucks if it gets deprisoned, but
So we basically checked his back row is not like bottomless or deep prison because I think he would have used it.
okay. So do we want to set chain?
Yeah, I think we do.
Kind of sucks. I just don't want to get heavied for a bunch, even though I'd love to set everything. Okay, that's fine.
And that's
Please.
completely cool.
Please attack.
Like
him
if he
and I
destroys
got it.
our monster, it's
I wish we would have set
even
Decree,
good.
honestly, in case of oppression. We know he's on main deck oppression. Yeah, oppression would definitely be annoying.
Yeah, I mean we could just set the fossil diner, set the decree, play around everything.
Yeah, it depends. I guess we haven't special summoned yet and we know it's not a battle trap. Yeah, normal summon Grandma is fine. Set another one. Well, we can't really set Dinah now.
I think we can, yeah.
It's just gonna get bounced with Grandma.
Yeah, we used the Fiendish Chain, stop that from happening,
Okay.
and
So set this, set Decree.
yeah.
Honestly, we could set Deity as a way to chain to something. Like, he has enough back row at this point, I kind of feel like I'm safe in the heavy. What do you think?
Yeah, said it also. I think Call of the Haunted could be enough to come back into the game, so if he has the heavy now, it's fine.
Imagine if Ammonite worked on special summon. If this were like a couple years later, it would have worked on special summon.
Okay.
What's he attacking us? So we finish chain there.
Yeah.
And then we just let this go. I mean, we don't have anything we can do. He could orange light this.
Would
Okay,
love
decides
to
not
see that. It doesn't hurt at all.
14.
Thing is now, if he orange lights like the Ammonite, we can chain the offering.
Yes, we can.
So it's not that bad.
On both of his monsters, for that matter. I want to get rid of both of those. I see no reason not to go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Target the two monsters, you think?
I think One, the Shining Ageland back row. I think.
Okay, never mattered. All right. That's fine though. That's a lot of life. We could just
Yeah,
set both our other
we got
cards.
a lot out of it.
You want to set both or what?
Yeah, send both.
Well, we can't get them off the board is the problem. I guess we can get Limit Reverse off the board if we really need to. So maybe it's fine. If he summons, like... Problem is, if he summons that guy, the, Actually, no, we have Fiendish Chain. If he summons Jalgan.
Yeah, I think we're complete. We have the perfect back row, so I don't think there's anything else we want. Like,
Problem is, we can't call that... Does it say it can switch? It does, okay. I say we let this through. Actually, we could bring back Alien Warrior so we can't attack over it. Nah, I think we let it through.
no, he would just crash. No.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
The thing is,
And
we
now,
have
basically-
Fiendish for Christia, so I'm not too afraid of it.
Basically, now what we do now is we Call of the Haunted and Limit Reverse and make a Golgar again and go into immediately win.
Sounds great. Draw. Okay, that's an interesting draw. So Limit Reverse the Ammonite.
Yeah. Building the custom.
Problem is we can't decree that. Right?
Wait.
If we let this resolve, we can we could Giant Trunade another turn.
Yeah. You're right. Let's just.
We just let it resolve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sad that we didn't have the possibility now.
Yeah, we'll just pass.
What we also could have maybe done was chain Call of the Haunted to get back the Diner, because I don't think he can activate it 2 times in the chain, or
Yeah, that's how
is
it
that
works.
the case?
That's how it works. It's just
And
we can't beat over the Shining Angel. We'd have to use our Fiendish.
and then we attack like the Grand Mole and bounce it back to hand. So
Well, it
we
wouldn't
have,
bounce
like,
back
a
to hand, would it?
yeah, but then we have like the free use of.
What is Caius doing in this deck?
Yeah, we just Fiendish Chain it. Easiest Fiendish Chain of my life.
I'm just saying, what is Caius doing in here? Draw. Oh my, wow.
Oh my god, immediately winning.
Wow.
Yeah, we use Royal Decree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Herald of Purple Light? Okay. I guess if he has Orange Light, we're still in a not so good spot. Wow. Wow. We might have just won.
You're winning.
Okay, so we could bounce back the Fiendish and the Decree.
I think, yeah.
Bounce back Fiendish, Decree, pop his Royal Oppression, use Call of the
I
Haunted.
think we keep the Royal Oppression actually.
Well, no, because we could use Call of the Haunted to bring back our Dinah. It's up to you. What do you think we should do?
Like, okay, now that was a good point. We bounce back the we could bounce. Actually, I think. My
We could
first
just bounce
instinct
back
was to.
all 3. We could bounce all 4 and pop both of his monsters. Hold up.
Yeah.
Or can
I
we do
think
it
we pop
twice?
the Angel, attack over the other one, and it's
Okay,
chill.
yeah.
We bounce back all 4.
Oh. We just bounce them all back. What? No. It's in hand. It's in hand, my friend.
Yeah, it's very diminished returns, that card in hand. And then we.
I guess it has
we
to
just-
be whatchamacallit, Orange Light for him, but we still have all. Okay.
Now,
Trying to
can I see the
see.
graveyard real quick?
Yeah, we could just Dyna.
You mean we attack over this and then we
Wait,
get the
don't we just
Dyna?
have game if we go summon Ammonite, go into Brio, bounce, attack for lethal?
Oh, that's such a cool line. Yeah.
Let's see if it works. I could just be throwing here, but we're gonna
No,
try it.
you're absolute genius.
Bryonak actually coming up over Goyo here. GG.
Oh my god,
That
what
was awesome. That was
such
awesome.
great games.
Did you see that line or was that me? Was that me?
You saw the line. It was great.
That was I mean, bounce everything back to him, pop the Shining Angel, get into Bryonak. That is alien gaming. You want to do one more, or you
Yeah.
think that's enough for the video? We're at an hour and a half.
I think that's perfect, and I think we had really cool games.
I think so too. I think the loss that we faced is because Dark Arm Dragon's not a fair card, and neither is Blackwings, and I think that's okay. That's why it's a good deck.
Yeah, I mean,
the more
he had
unfair your deck
everything.
is, the better it is. And I'll be honest with you, Nick. I don't think that Golgar is a fair card if you can actually summon him. This card's awesome. I love this card. I've never actually played
Yeah.
Aliens before this, but I might be cooking with it in the future. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you really win if you can resolve him and protect him. It's game over. It's really unfair. Feels really powerful.
I hope we didn't mess up any of the rulings. I'm gonna give you this time to shout out your channel and just say anyone who may have helped you with the deck or something. But yeah, shout out anything you want to shout out.
Yeah, thank you for having me. You can find me also on YouTube under the name NickBase. And yeah,
I mean,
check
yeah,
out my channel and we will play your deck there. And yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be playing the Northern Rat Sky deck on his channel, I believe. And thank you for coming on, Nick. Your stuff will be in the description and in the title of the video. This is honestly one of the most fun collabs I've done yet. I didn't think every time I saw Aliens, I was like, this deck seems too bricky. Like, even though Golgar is cool, I don't think I like the fact that you have to rely on just Ammonite. But this deck really changed me. I actually do think I enjoy this deck now. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, and I think it's really not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Like, I think we could have beat that Blackwing guy as well had he not drawn Darkwing or Dark Arm. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, Dark Arm is the only reason we lost those games. But if we don't have anything more to say, I'm gonna do the outro.
Perfect.
This was an awesome video. Shout out to Nick. I hope y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another daily upload. This was Sai. Peace out.